So a general and a lieutenant and a guardian walk into a bar, and the next thing you know, they're talking to a pirate, and the pirate's like, "Hey, we should start a band." And before you know it, everyone's just saying, "Let's boogie." Hello and welcome back to High Ground MTG. I'm your co-host KyGuy, and for this video, we will be piloting humans, 5-color humans. That's right, it's all the rage and it's all the hotness right now in Modern. And if you know anything about me, I love me a good Aether Vial deck. So let's do a quick deck tech and then we will jump into League, shall we? So the standard package that I'm running, let's go through the lands. Everybody has a little bit different on what they would like to play for their lands. So I am running 4 Ziggurat, 4 Cavern of Souls, 4 Horizon Canopy, 1 Island, 1 Plains, 4 Unclaimed Territory with apparently no art, 1 Waterlogged Grove. I see a lot of people playing Silent Clearing, but I'm not doing that today. Let's go through the creature suite. This is obviously 5 colors, so we have all of the rainbow lands to help facilitate the 5 colors. But our baseline, we're running 4 Aether Vial, 4 Champion of the Parish, 4 Noble Hierarchs, with the beautiful promo art by Matt Stewart, 3 Thalia, Guardian of Thravens, 4 Thalia's Lieutenant, 4 Phantasmal Images, 4 Kitesail Freebooters, 4 Meddling Mage, 4 Reflector Mage, and 4 Mantis Rider. Now, as far as new tech that has been introduced to this deck in the last year, I am running 1 of a General Kudro of Draneth, 1 white and a black, and it's a human soldier, so great synergy with our deck already. It's a Lord, so other humans we control get +1/+1, and it brings a very unique ability, so whenever General Kudro of Draneth or another human enters the battlefield under your control, exile target card from an opponent's graveyard. Now, with all of the Euro piles hanging out there, it's really nice to have a main board graveyard hate. And on a 3/3, it's super great. And that's just one ability. And then 2, sacrifice 2 humans, destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. So we don't necessarily need a freebooter anymore, or we don't need like a noble or, whatever. We can sack 2 humans. We can sack 2 humans and destroy target creature 4 or greater. So it's kind of a very fun kind of secondary ability. But the static ability is super powerful on top of being able to get target graveyard. The other piece of tech I am running in this deck is Skyclave Apparition. You might have seen this floating around the meta. Just came out of Zendikar Rising, but 1 and a double white, so it's a little bit tricky to cast, but we have a lot of sources that give us white between Horizon Canopy and Ziggurat, and we are running a Plains, so even if we have Cavern of Souls named on human or Unclaimed Territory named on human, it's not necessarily impossible to cast this. And we also have Noble Hierarch that can help us power this out. So double white's a little tricky, but it's not too taxing to where I don't want it in the main board. So let's go over it really quick. When Skyclave Apparition enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target non-land, non-token permanent you don't control with converted mana cost 4 or less. And then when it leaves, the exile card's owner creates an XX blue illusion creature token, where X is the converted mana cost of the said exiled card. So basically, when this comes into play, you get to target anything your opponent has, and it gets exiled. That is incredibly powerful and incredibly annoying if you are on the receiving end of it. I really like this card because it is a main board answer to deal with pesky planeswalkers that we might not be able to handle, between, what is it? To 3 Fairy and Jace or anything else. This even exiles Uro. Anything. the biggest thing that I absolutely love is that it can get rid of an ensnaring bridge, and so having a main board answer to ensnaring bridge is really great. In case we're not able to get it with meddling mage or freebooter or anything, we have an answer to that. Since this is a flex slot, I am only running one in the main. Like I said, it's a little bit tricky with the mana base, but this is really powerful. And also being able to have a Phantasmal image to copy it, extra powerful. So it is run, but this, I think if I was running it in a different build, like before this was printed, it would probably be 2 generals, but I really, really like the power in this. That's why it's in there. And let's move to the sideboard, shall we? So, there we go. I'm packing a lot of Graveyard Hate. 4 relics to present into this. Gaddock Teague for bigger control-y decks. So anything that's trying to run Wilderness Wreck or Cryptic Command, anything like that, still really great. I am running another Skyclave in the sideboard. I really like this card a lot. It's kind of, if you're playing white and you have the ability to play it, you should probably be playing this card. Plague Engineer, because humans is running around the metagame, so being able to target an opponent's humans, very good. Also, also think Spirits might be running around because of this card, so more creature hate in the form of a couple, 3 Dismembers. I still really like Deputy of Detention. There's been a lot of talk about, do you want to run Deputy? Do you want to run Skyclave? And I'm kind of under the impression that, why not both? Insert meme here. I just like it a lot. You know, you can scoop up a bunch of opponent's creatures. Or tokens, especially with tokens running around with this. Why not have this? And one more General Kudro in case we need more Graveyard Hate or we need to be a little more aggro. Also, with Mill running around, I think having just more threats out of the sideboard's really great. But that's the deck, and we're going to do something for the first time ever on this channel. We are going to jump into a league, so let's do it. All right, we are here for match 1 of the league, playing some 5-color humans. My opponent, EO1021. Let's wish them some good luck. We rolled a 1, so we are on the draw. This isn't a bad hand. We can get a turn 2 Mantis Rider. We're going to keep this. We got everything we need and Phantasmal Image. I've been playing a lot of this just in the practice rounds. Super fun. All right, so we're up against some sort of Landfall deck. It is going to go. All right, Champion of the Parish. I think we want to get Noble out. We want to name humans. And we will drop our human. Alright, Noble down. Next turn, I think we'll play Phantasmal. Or no, next turn I think we'll just play Mantis Rider and get in there for 4. It's going to be a big race, so... Alright, Mountain, so they're not going to get a double landfall trigger here, which is nice. They will probably be able to get in for 2. We're not going to block it. I definitely want to be able to play a creature next turn, so... I'm hoping they don't have a way... Okay, so they're going to do that. Alright. That's unfortunate. We do have, we were pretty lucky here because we do have Phantasmal Image and we'll be able to play it off the island. I could play Freebooter or I could play Champion. I think I kind of want to take Freebooter here and see what's in their hand and let's get some information. That's rough. It would have been really nice to have that Noble. right, let's take a look at their hand. Take a look. It's whoa! It's all removal. Ugh. Okay, so oh man, I think I want to take Lightning Helix, force them to path, and that'll give us an extra land. We can get a plains out of our deck. That means that we could double creature if they need to do it. They don't have any green mana, so I'm not worried about Wrenn and 6 right now. So yeah, I'm going to take Lightning Helix, force them to use Path to Exile. It's also really nice to know that they don't have a land in hand to trigger Landfall yet. So they have 2 Wrenn and 6 and a Path to Exile. Okay, so they're going to do it at the end of their turn because they really want that, and that's fine. And we're going to get our plains. This will put us in a pretty good spot to grow our creatures, so I could play a champion and Thalia's Lieutenant next turn. Or I could play like 2 Thalia's Lieutenants. Alright, so we know that they have 2 Wrenn and 6 in hand and 2 0-1s. You know what would be really good here, actually? It's if I play a champion, and then I play a Mantis Rider, and then we grow this out of Wrenn and 6 territory. Red, white, and blue. This is actually really great. So we're going to grow champion out of... And then we'll swing in for 3. This is great. They are a little bit behind since they didn't draw land. So hopefully we can capitalize on this. That's the plan, at least. Alright, so they're going to Lightning Helix. We did know about that. They'll gain 3 here. But that's all they're going to do. Alright, Horizon Canopy. I want to drop my Noble. Let's drop Noble. Let's grow the champ. Then we'll Thalia's Lieutenant. Alright. Grow the champ. We'll grow everything. We'll grow the whole team. Okay, so we won the game. That was pretty good for us. Not gonna lie. Pretty good for us. Okay, so we know that they're a giant. They're gonna play a lot of cards that are... They're gonna play a lot of different cards to... what am I saying here? What do we want against this deck? What is bad? Everything that isn't X1 isn't very great. I think, honestly, things that we can help grow. This would be good against Wrenn and 6. We want Thalias. We want Reflector Mages. Everything is pretty cheap in their deck, too, so... I honestly think it's not a bad idea to get some Dismembers in here. We are on the draw. Let's take out Vials. Actually, yeah, let's take out Vials. They have a lot of removal, and I said X1s aren't very great. Maybe we want Vials over Nobles. That definitely drops our curve for playable 1-drops. We have 34 creatures. That's pretty good. Noble's so good, though. Actually, I think Image isn't very good because they can target that with anything, and we're going to lose value really quickly. So, yeah. Let's try it like that. Deputy could sweep things up, and it is an X3, but we'll see. Hey, that's great. So we'll have Vile and Noble on the draw. So on the draw, I think I'm actually going to play Vile. Yep. And General Kudrow is there too, so this is a pretty decent hand. We'll keep it. All right, Sacred Foundry for our opponent, EO1021. Cats and dogs, baby. Cats and dogs. Alright, Reflector Mage. That's a good draw. This is a pretty decent hand. I like it a lot. So we'll drop Noble here. Or we'll play this. And then next turn, I can get Noble out of X1 range. They have a lot of removal, though, so I'm sure they're bringing in more. Lucky for us, we have a lot of creatures. So there is that. Let's see what they play here. Alright, so they play a basic. It's lucky for us that they didn't have anything bigger than that. It's going to be a 2-3. I could see a Renin 6 here. I guess Skyclave would be pretty good to deal with Renin 6. But honestly, Cleansing Wildfire. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay. Yes. Let's get, I think we should get a Plains, because we have 3 creatures in our hand. Don't want to deal with that. And they drew a card. That's interesting. I think that's a very interesting tech, because they can destroy their own land in order to activate Landfall. That's a pretty interesting tech. Alright, Ancient Ziggurat. This means that we can play General Kudro. So I could play Noble here and then cast Thalia's Lieutenant, and then... I think I kind of wanted to start doing things at instant speed to guarantee that. So at the end of my turn, I can Vial in Noble, or at the end of their turn, sorry. I can Vial in Noble, and then at the beginning of my turn, I can tick Vial up to 2. I can cast General Kudro, and then Vial in Thalia's Lieutenant, and get things super amped up. I think that's kind of what I want to do. I'll be able to play 3 creatures next turn. So, and if they have a Renin 6, I won't, like... This might encourage them to kind of tap out here and leave removal down for a turn, which would be really nice. And then, like I said, if I can grow things out of Bolt range, because if I can get Kudro to 4, out of Helix, out of Bolt range... They're just, all they have to rely on is Path to Exile. So, alright, so they're going to get double Landfall trigger here. So, what is it, +2? Yeah, so we're going to be looking at 4 damage if they don't also play something else. So let's see what they do here. Alright. And if push comes to shove, I could Violin, Noble, and Chump if I need to. Renegade Rallier. Wow. Okay, so that's pretty good. You also have 4 cards in hand. Wow. Some good landfall value. 6-7. Man. Do we want to take 6 damage? 6, 7, 8? Do we want to take 8 damage? We'd be down to 10. Is there any benefit to keeping Noble around for one more turn? Besides having more creatures. Let's see. I play land. 1, 2, 3. Well, let's take 8. This might not be the right choice. Let's see if they crack that land. Well, they didn't crack the land, so that feels like kind of a wasted opportunity. I don't know what they're waiting for, so we'll put Noble in, and then we'll be online for even more mana. And we could even play Reflector Mage instead of General Kudro this next turn, and get rid of Step Links for a turn. Alright, let's bump this up. Take it up to 2. Up to 2. Alright, Thalia. That's actually really, really good, too. Alright, we're going to play Horizon Canopy here. So, let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 mana here. So I could play Thalia. Or I could even play Reflector Mage. I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to play Thalia and then play Reflector Mage. Thalia changes things. Let's see. Black, white, blue. Okay. I think let's get Kudrow out here. Let's see if white, black. Let's see what they do here. All right, so we're gonna get rid of that. I think maybe even just hold off on this. Yeah, let's put in Thalia now. Just in case they try to path at the end of their turn. Also, this gets rid of their land, so if they have a Renegade Rallier, they won't be able to get that back. Looks like they're bringing it in on... No, they're bringing it in tapped. So if they were going to try to path at that moment, they didn't get a chance to, so... Let's see what they do here. What you gonna do when the humans come for you? Landfall, landfall, what you gonna do? Okay, so... Brushfire Elemental can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Alright. It's got haste. It'd also be a 3/3 if another land comes into play. Alright, so they only play... So they play a regular land here. Okay, so if they swing in with Step Links, I can block with Thalia and have it be first strike. Oh, okay. So it was really good then that we had Thalia. Yes, we will get our island. This makes it a little bit harder, but we also know that we won't get blown out by any other kind of spells. 3, 4, 5. Also, I could play double Reflector Mage next turn, and they won't be able to play them. I think we take it. I think double Reflector Mage is pretty good here. Ooh, Waterlog Grove. Let's play that. Let's see. We can Reflector Mage this. They won't be able to play it next turn. And then I can Thalia's Lieutenant. I mean, I could play Reflector Mage on both these creatures. And then I could also play Thalia's Lieutenant. Yeah, why not? Let's see. So 1, 2... Though it probably would have been better to do that in combat. Actually, I'll keep up my vial to do that. I don't think that they block here. I mean, they could, but... I think I'm going to wait till next turn to play Lieutenant. I might even cash in one of these cards since I have Noble. So they have that step links that they can't play, which is great. And then when they try and swing with Brush Fire, I'm just going to Violin Reflector Mage. Perfect. That's right. Sink all your mana into it, baby. And then let me blast it back to your hand. BBE. All right, let's see what they get off of Bloodbraid Elf. Cleansing Wildfire. Let's see if they cast it on my land, because if they do, I'm gonna just let's see what they target if they cast it, and then if they cast it, so I'm gonna do it on Ziggurat. That's fine by me. We won't be able to get a land. We'll probably have to take 2 damage here, which is, again, it's okay. We have every color except for black, I think. Well, black and red, I guess. But since the majority of the deck's white. And we have this on 3, so even if we do draw something that has red in its cost. Alright. Let's see if they swing, and if they swing... Oh, they're swinging with the team. Okay. Bump that back to their hand. I could block both of these, and then let's see, and then I could drop Thalia's Lieutenant, but 6? Makes sense. Let's see. So if I take it all, Thalia's Lieutenant, they're at 11, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It might be worth it to trade 1 just in case. I think I have to trade for 1 of these. Then I'll take 3 here. I just don't want to be in, like, bolt range. So they're getting... Because of Thalia, yeah. Hellhound, huh? Okay. So they have a creature too. Aether Vial, that's not going to do anything for us, but that's 1 dead draw away. They'll also be able to play Step Links next turn. Meddling Mage. So I could play that and have it be Step Links. That's pretty good. This is really tricky because... So I could play 2 more humans, but I would be taking my life down to 3. Let's see. 3, 6, 7? I'm going to attack with Reflector Mage. Having First Strike is going to be pretty sweet. So let's swing for 4. Give ourselves a shot to win it next turn. So they're down to 6. This will leave back creatures to block, which is great. We'll have 3 creatures to block. And then we'll see what happens next. Come on, we gotta get that. We gotta start off as 1-0. This is a very tight game. Alright, so Ghost Quarter, that's fine. Step Links, also fine. They could target their own land to bring in another land, so gotta keep that in mind if they swing with Akum Hellhound. So they don't swing, which is kind of great for us. I kind of want to cash in this Canopy. We still would have 3 lands, but it also... Let's not cash it in. Old Ziggy, huh? What did they play earlier? It was Brush Fire Elemental, right? Yes. So... I should have tapped this Ziggurat so I could play Vial. Since we know that that is definitely in their hand. And they just have a couple of 0-1s. I mean, I could swing with the team. They're at 6? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9? Three, 4 first strike. Let's do this. All right, so they're blocking. That's great. Yeah. I mean, we're not gonna die to a bolt, but like, since we know that they have Brushfire Elemental in their hands, I'm trying to play as patiently as possible here. It's like walking a tightrope almost. All right. They could cash that in for another card. It's 2/3, so I'm not worried about it. All right, they're gonna cash it in for another card. So they're digging. They're digging hard. Next turn, I honestly think we can just Alpha Strike. I'm hoping. All right, so... They don't have any lands that they can play, so I can block with Thalia against Akum. Okay, so let's block here with first strike, and honestly, let's block here. They might just be, it might be like a last ditch thing, but I don't want to take any damage if I can help it. Okay. Oh, that's very clever. Very clever indeed. 3 damage to each opponent, and creatures get +1/+1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First strike damage lasts 3, 4, 5, 6, unless they have another way to deal with. So I'm gonna cash this in. Unless they have... Well, I don't know what they could have. They have to have bolts, or they have to have some kind of lightning helix or something here. Double brush fire in hand from our opponent. Our opponent says, LOL. Mantis Rider. Let's Let's do it. Our opponent says GG's, so I think we got it. Alright, we win the match. Sweet. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to click that subscribe button, click that like button, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye from the KyGuy. Hello there. Thank you very much for watching High Ground MTG. We hope that you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to click that subscribe button and check out our playlists for even more videos so that you can have the high ground.